clap 3 times. Okay, good. All right, so now that I have your attention, let's get started. Today we're going to learn how to write an effective thesis statement. So before you start, I want you to do a little think, pair, share. You're going to turn to your partners, and for 5 minutes you can jot some things down about what you think an effective thesis statement is. So there's 5 minutes on the clock. Just talk a little bit, get a few things down on paper, and then we'll come back here. All right, so let's share. Can anyone give me an idea as to what they think an effective thesis statement is? We're going to put them up on the board.
It says up the project.
Back in there.
An effective thesis statement is extremely clear as to what you're about to talk about in your paper.
Okay, clear. All right, anyone else?
It states your opinion, perhaps, on the topic.
Anyone else?
Oops.
Okay, all right, so all of these are really great answers. My definition of a thesis statement is, okay, so a thesis statement is a statement that explains the purpose of the project or the purpose of the paper that you're writing, and it identifies the main point of the essay to be addressed in it, and then it also provides a brief summary of the project. So your thesis statement should be a very short summary of everything you're going to write about in your essay. The main thing that a thesis does, and you need to think about this as you write every thesis, is it sets limits and parameters on the things you're going to talk about. So we're going to do a little activity really quick. We're going to pick a topic. So somebody pick a topic for me.
Charlie Ranchers.
Charlie Chaplin.
We need something broader.
Baseball history.
No, something broader than that. Okay, baseball.
Baseball.
Okay, baseball. Okay. We'll do baseball.
The leakage from liposomes as they...
No, we're doing baseball.
Alright.
Okay, so what are topics that we could write about in a paper that are all under the theme of baseball?
World Series.
World Series. Just yell them out.
Instant replay.
Okay.
Steroids.
The Black Sox.
So, now since baseball is such a broad topic, and we have so many other smaller topics within here, we need to narrow it down. So, is it possible to write about 3 of the things that we have on the board and relate it all back to baseball
Yes.
overarchingly? So they're all too broad still. So let's see if we can pick one of these and go into more subcategories.
Steroids.
Let's do steroids. Okay, we're gonna go with steroids.
No, I don't think we should do steroids.
Okay, so what are 3 topics or 4 topics that we can think of under the idea of steroids?
Hall of Fame.
The very bond.
And Hall of Fame. Just
What?
Hall of
Okay.
Fame, like inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I should pick a topic.
Home runs.
Okay.
Testing.
And
Tested.
testing. So under the idea of baseball, under the subcategory of steroids, we have these 3 things that we can research and write about. We're going to get back into our groups, and we're going to see if you guys can try to write your own thesis statement. So I have 2 thesis statements written out here on the board. If you guys can read them together and kind of dissect them, figure out exactly, what the mechanics of each of them are. So as you can see, this one right here is a little more of an overarching idea. It doesn't specifically state the things that the essay are going to talk about. It states a common idea. So the social and economic inequality between the nobility and the common people. So that's the general idea. Well, this thesis statement down here states 3 direct things that you're going to talk about in your essay. It states that Susan B. Anthony helped to further women's suffrage by 1, helping to organize the National Women's Suffrage Association, 2, by writing about the history of women's suffrage, and 3, by helping pass the 19th Amendment. So you can either take this way of writing a thesis statement and just plug these 3 in, or you can try and think of an over-encompassing idea that you want to portray in your paper and go with this kind of thesis statement. So go break up into your groups, and we'll reconvene in 10 minutes. Hey everyone, we're now going to sing the quadratic equation song. Are we all ready?
Yes, Miss Beaver.
Okay. X equals negative b.
X equals negative b.
Plus or minus the square root.
Plus or minus the square root.
B squared minus 4ac.
B squared minus 4ac.
All over 2a.
All over 2a.
Let's sing it all together now. Are we ready?
Yes.
X equals negative b. Plus or minus the square root. B squared minus 4